to keep practice
Yes.
regularly. So do you have any tip or any technique that allowed us to be punctual and keep discipline in practice meditation? All we know that is very, very important.
Yes.
But why many people fail to continue and practice in
Well,
daily life? So what the obstacle or
Thank you for this question. I'm sure the ordinary people,
say,
no matter Thai people or people from other country, most of the people, they really want to practice, but when they try, fail for many times.
I see.
So what is the reason they fail? What I have experienced by talking with people, by saying myself, and I used to fail before, So in that way, what I want to say is, you need discipline, the self-respect. You have to also respect the practice, respect the meditation. You need the punctual by yourself. You need the effort. You need more like a confident. How long you practice, I wanna do that. I will not give up. I don't mean 5 hours, 10 hours. Let's say you're a beginner. 10 minutes you want to practice meditation. The 10 minutes you should have effort with your confidence, And then you need the concentration. You need the right mindfulness, So those kind of things are very important to a meditator. Obviously, you also need to follow the moral before you train the mental. All right? And why did people fail? I think when you practice by yourself, it's very difficult to control your monkey mind. Okay? So that's why people following the guided meditation, especially nowadays in the internet, a lot of apps you can follow. It's great, but I think it's not enough. It's just like a baby step. That's why I want to recommend people to go to a meditation retreat. So if you really want to learn about the vipassana or insight meditation, go to 10-day silent meditation retreat. So when you go to a 10-day silent retreat, at the first few days, you learn how to keep more discipline, more moral life, and how to keep practice, to keep calm your mind in few days first, part of the samatha or concentration. Then when you arrive maybe 5 to 7 days, you can increase or develop your practice, and inside your mind get more wisdom to understand about the mindfulness of the feelings, that your emotion, thoughts, positively, negatively, something you feel boring, feel whatever, So you can easily detach or let it go. Because when you're able to let it go, so it means the wisdom of impermanence, we call anicca, is developed. When you easily let it go, your pain, you can easily understand also the suffering. And it's not yourself. It's coming and going. So there is impermanence exist. Those all are the part of the mindfulness. Okay. So I have many friends who have been to our retreat, not for 10 days, overnight, for the beginner. They said it's such a wonderful. We train them so well, very easy way. It's very nice to learn. But the problem, they fail when they practice themselves. So when they went back to their home, I told them, when you go to overnight retreat, you can gain some knowledge. But it will not completely change everything. The main thing is, when you go back home, keep practice formally. So there are two ways to meditate, formal and informal way. So mainly you have to focus the formal way with your discipline.
So we can practice in any place.
Yes. So formal meditation basically twice a day.
I see.
Regularly. Morning and evening, how long you want to practice. All right. So then what I want to also recommend, informal way you can also practice. Let's say basically this is your house and you work in the city. Let's say you have to drive a car, or you have to sit train or in the bus to go to your office. So every day you go to office, you come back from office. So let's say this is 20 minutes to take time. So up and down, going and coming, 40 minutes. All right. So in informal way, what I want to say it. Let's say you sit in the train, you go to your office. Follow the informal way to practice. Sit, keep relax your mind, you know, and keep observe your breathing or abdomen rising, falling, you know. This is simply mindfulness of concentration to keep calm your mind. Okay, you can hear the sound, your mind goes. Be mindful to bring you back informally. Same when you work in your office. You don't have to focus on the breathing. Focus on your work. Then your mind goes to your home. Oh, what am I going to eat this evening? You know, this is a distraction point. Okay, know it, accept it, but don't dwell on that. To relieve it, bring you back and again focus on your work. This is more like informally to develop your concentration, mindfulness. Okay. All right. So you have to follow the formal and informal way.
Yeah.
You know.
I see.
And moreover, what I want to say it, you know, every meditators, at least once or twice in a year, they should go to longer retreat. Why? I think personally, you can learn more. It will. Okay, you have been to a retreat last year. If you don't go next 2-3 years, you will forget. Okay, so you have to go once or twice in a year to a longer retreat to remind you, to develop your practice, to develop your knowledge, you know, and you will not easily forget it, you know. So those kind of things, if you keep follow, I think you will not easily fail on that. Even when you practice 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, if you fail, you have the right effort. You have to keep practice, because life, no pain, no gain, you know. If you want to gain something, no matter how many times you fail, you have to learn how to get up by yourself by practice.